Hi guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. I'm wearing some of them, so I've got those cute little earrings I got a long time ago on. What else do I have? I have a Temu black shirt on, sleeveless. I think that's it. Oh no, I got some jewelry. Anyway, sorry. Welcome to my subscribers. Hey guys, love you. Thanks for coming back. This is going to be a little drive with me video. And if you are new to my channel, thanks for checking me out. I do some Temu hauls. I do some drive with me. I let you be a passenger over there in my seat. Hey, you can have a drink and everything. Just don't spill anything. But I do all different kinds of videos. I do some travel ones, which will be coming up
in 600
shortly.
feet. Turn right onto North Central Expressway.
So loud. Because I have a cruise planned in September, so we'll start talking about that when it gets a little closer. I'm hoping to have another one. Well, no, I will have another one. Haven't booked it yet. With my aunts, who are like my friends. They're like 6 years older than me, the twins. But they're going on a cruise out of Orlando in February, so I need to get that booked. I have to talk to my parents to see if they want to go with, and then I have to figure out how to do it where if at the last minute something happened or they couldn't go, that I could still go, even though, yeah, they would want their money back or whatever. I don't know. I got to figure it out. I used to be associated with a travel agency, online one, so I could do a lot of cool stuff online with travel. But since I was unemployed for so long, last year and didn't get a job till, the last 3 days of December, I didn't renew because it was like $100 to renew it. So I haven't renewed it yet. Don't know if I will, but so yes, I can't do that. But I can still go online and do my old way of booking cruises. So I got to figure it all out with my parents and see if they even are interested in going. They're now in Florida, so I haven't talked to them that much since they've been there. I'm kind of letting them settle, especially my mom, kind of into her new, routine and get her mind wrapped around that before I disrupted it all with calling them. So I'll be doing that this weekend. I'll update you later. But, so that's 2 cruises should be coming up. And then, we do some hauling and we do whatever I can figure out to do or you requested to do. So, it is Friday. Hopefully I will get this out tonight for you. But, Friday is an early leave day at work. So I just left work. Excuse me. And I had tried one day to book a ticket to go to the movies. I was like, after work, but that kind of fell through. So at work, we've had no internet since the huge storm that came in on, when did it come in? Monday night, Tuesday. And there's still so much here that's wrong. There's still tons and tons of people without electric, lots of people without internet, trees still on roadways, traffic lights still out in a ton of places. It is a freakish mess here. So yeah, they have not been able to get that all done. It was immense. There's a little pond, lake, whatever, behind my work, and I don't know who did it, but there was this giant blow up rubber duck floating on the water, and I loved seeing him every morning. It just brought a smile to my face. But during the storm, after the storm, I noticed him on Tuesday. He was floating tushy up. That's all you could see was a bare minimum of his tushy above the water line. He was hit hard. And then this morning I'm like, I want to get a picture of that poor little guy out there. And I went, and he is nowhere to be seen. So they either rescued him, but more likely he's at the bottom of the lake. So that's sad for that little ducky. But at least he wasn't an alive duck, right? Okay. So we haven't had internet, and it's kind of techie beyond me, but we got the internet back at work, but we have this this equipment in there that has a firewall in it and all kinds of stuff and associated with our phones, and it does a lot of stuff, right? The network. That's not working. Yay. And our IT department has taken 2 days to call me, even though I've called repeatedly and put in tickets. And then when they finally got a hold of me this morning, and we got to talk, and they returned my call, I was so excited. Hey, he's like, what's going on? I explained it, and then he's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do remotely, so I'm going to have to escalate it to our network department, and they'll call you back, and I've prioritized it. Da, da, da. Well, that was 10 o'clock this morning, and I hadn't heard from them all day long. So Monday, we will have no internet at work. So everybody else, basically, other than 2 of the guys, have been working from home, and I, the office manager, have to be there, so I've been working there on my phone's hotspot. So that's how that's going. So that's like a disaster. And then at home, my internet was working perfect on Storm Day, Tuesday, and then about 6 o'clock-ish, poof, it was gone. So no internet. Was I supposed to turn this way? Oh, I hope so. Okay. Yes, I was. Okay. I don't want to get home too late. Oh, now my time's added time on. I might have gone the wrong way.
Caution. I-635.
Blah, 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 blah. I know. Everything's a mess here. Okay. So, squirrel. Sorry. But important squirrel. It's the navigator. So, people. Do you love it? People just no turn signal. No big gap. Just pull in front of you. Like, it's just quite all right. And then go slower than you're going, and then you're like,
caution.
Yeah, it's been happening to me
road construction.
constantly in the last couple of weeks. Like, what's going on with people just slowing down in front of me after cutting me off? It's driving me crazy. But, so at home, so it's 6 o'clock on Tuesday evening. I have a different internet service, and that one went down. I'm like, what? It had turned beautiful by then. Sun was out, beautiful day, and poof, there goes my internet. And was down until finally last night when I got home. I happened to glance at the router, and I'm like, are those green lights? Could it be? And then I got to my phone and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have internet. Didn't know how much I missed it. You know, I get so lazy. I ask Alexa to turn on my lights and my fans and all that kind of stuff, and play games on my phone, especially Temu games. Play that on my phone because I love them free prizes. And just I like to watch stuff on Netflix and Hulu. I couldn't use anything, and now with Bella gone, the house is just so empty and quiet that I've got to have something on. Even if I'm doing something else, I got to have something on. So it's driving me crazy. The only radio I have in my house is at times it can be really staticky, so I couldn't even use that. Normally I have Alexa play the radio, but she wasn't working. So yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love my internet. I do say though, first world problems, because I'm so lucky that all my electric did on Tuesday morning was flicker for a little bit and then came right back on. And a lot of people still in my town have no electric since Tuesday. So, and it's Friday. So that's a long time. Power lines were down, everything. It was, I think I read like 85 to 100 mile an hour wind. So that was the issue. And then hail and the wind, but mostly the wind, I believe. So, luckily, just do this in case you ever have, your internet go out and you're like me and you have to have something to watch or listen to. Luckily, I had downloaded a short TV series, or whatever it was. No, what was it? Netflix? No. I think it was Prime. And I forget, Terminal List with Chris Pratt. Okay, so I guess at the time I downloaded it, it's only 8 episodes, but they're an hour long. Yay. So I guess when I downloaded it, I'm like, Chris Pratt, this got to be good. Well, after the first episode, I'm like, what? is this guy crazy? Is it really a conspiracy? I don't understand. But it kept me, watching for an hour and kept noise in the house and all of that the first night. And so I think I'm at 3 or 4 now. And I admit that if I had internet and I could have been choosier, I probably wouldn't have continued in this series. But, beggars can't be choosers, right? So I was watching it. So thank goodness I had downloaded that. Because if you got downloaded stuff on your tablets, of course you can watch it without
Caution.
internet. So that's pretty cool.
I-635 accident.
I am in dead traffic. Now there's an accident. I already purchased my movie ticket for a 4:00 movie. So we're going to cut it close here. It's 3:50. So, it says it's not 3:50 at the moment. It says I'll get home, which is right by the show, at 3:50. So please, traffic, don't get worse. Anyway, so when my internet came on, I was like, hallelujah, and I got to watch a couple of my Hulu shows, and I was very excited. But I gotta find new stuff that I'm really into, because I liked Good Doctor. I think that main character, the doctor with autism, I think he is a fabulous actor. He was in what's that movie? Psycho. He was in a remake of that, or some version of that, and he was so good in that. And then he played this character, and he makes you totally believe that he has these tendencies, or whatever you call them. I just think he's really good. So I love that show. That just ended. I'm like, dang it. What else do I watch? The hospital one. Grey's Anatomy. What is that? Season 400? I don't know. That thing's been going forever, but keep going, because I like to watch that. There's a couple other. Amsterdam, I loved. I guess that went away. If you know for sure, I think it went away. What other ones? Oh, 911, the original. I like that. I watched an episode of that last night, I believe. And the latest one, because Hulu has TV shows, but they always come out a day after the show is seen on TV. So it's the day after. So if a series is normally Thursdays, you get to watch it on Hulu on Friday. So Grey's Anatomy, 911, I love what I'm saying about that one. So I got to watch that. But what happened? Does anybody know what happened to the 911, the one that was in Texas? That Austin one? It had that, I can't think of his name, but a really good looking guy. He never seems to age. I can't think of his name. Okay, whatever. But Rob Lowe, thank you, Rob Lowe. He is in that one, and I haven't seen that on my Hulu list. So I'm like, did I not put it in there, or did it go away? So if you know, let me know. Because I read the comments, y'all. So leave the comments. But, so that one, I don't know, there's not a ton that I'm that into. So I got 5 more. Under the Bridge. Oh, Under the Bridge is a newer one. I just finished that one. Heartbreaking to think that that's based on, or somewhat based on, well, I guess it is based on, the woman who wrote the book about the incident of bullying and murder, and it was just heartbreaking in a way that, and it was all teenagers that did this. So it's just like, how does a teenager do something like that? What is so warped in their brain that they can do what they did? And just, not only that, well, the main character, the one that, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it, but the main character who did the murder, there's something wrong with that person's brain. But then another person in it, you're like, I can see kind of, not really, but kind of how they got to that point of this bullying, because there was just nothing good in their lives. Like these kids, some of them were living in some kind of a home because their families didn't want them, or something happened to their families. Then there's another character in there that his father just moves. He just leaves him and moves, and the kid's still a teenager, and he's just alone in a trailer home, and then they evict him from the trailer home because nobody to pay the rent or more, whatever it was, nobody to pay it because dad left. He didn't have a mom. So this poor kid's just living on the streets. I mean, they had horrible lives, some of them, but the things they did and the things they would convince the other teenagers, the ones you thought were not so crazy, what they could convince them to do, is just heartbreaking. But I enjoyed it. And the main character, as far as the one who wrote the book, I don't know, just something about her, I just didn't click with her. Like, kept going, what is wrong with you, girl? Why don't you see this? Why are you acting this way? And then by the final episode, I kind of saw her they kind of show a bit more of her, to the fact that, hey, what you were thinking before was so wrong. Now, anyway, you'll get it if you watch it. It's called Under the Bridge. Where did I watch it? I believe Hulu. Yeah, Hulu. I can't think of what else. Anyway, I bought the ticket to go see this movie. Now it's saying $3.54. Oh my gosh, this is crazy traffic on a Friday afternoon. What? I mean, and it's not even shift time because I get out early. This is ridiculous. Okay, it's frustration. Blow it out. Whew. Okay. And do you love it? Because you're in the slowest lane, right? And then, so you change lane, and then that becomes the slowest lane. And then you change again, and that becomes the same way when you're waiting in line at the store. Do you ever have that too? Like, I'm going to get in this line. And then your line just stops, and you see other people going, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to go to that line. As soon as you move over there, yours stops, and that other line starts going. Frustrating, right? Yeah. Just breathe. I kept telling my coworker when she was getting frustrated, Zen. Think Zen. Just gotta get your head out of that space. But it's so bad when it's construction, major road construction, out of work traffic, and then an accident. You're like, what? I'll never get home. So I'm hoping I'm not too late. Now I know they're just added 2 more minutes. Dang it. 3:56 now. Frustrating. I thought I had plenty of time. Okay. So, and I know there's coming attractions, but I like the coming attractions, so I hate missing them. Anyway, I'm going to see, hopefully, Fall Guy. So I thought that looked kind of funny. I forget who's in it. Is it not Ryan? It's the other Ryan, isn't it? Ryan something? Not Felipe. Who's the other Ryan? I don't remember. I don't remember the girl. I don't remember nothing. My brain is fried. Just totally fried this week. I've been alone basically in the office. And we did get a lot of stuff done. Cleared out my email to like 6 emails. What? Organizing. Then this one project I did, I forgot. I have to do the same thing for 6 different properties. So I thought I had them all done, and I just had to keep updating them, and then I found one that I forgot to do, and so it took me hours, and I'm still not done with it. I'll have to restart on Monday. So yeah, but I got some organization done around the office while no one was there. Got some other stuff done. Ordered our fruit for next week. It's good fruit. When are nectarines in? I saw peaches, but I didn't see any nectarines. I don't like peaches. I don't like the furry part. Blech. And I like the inside of it, but I don't, yeah. And I only like the fresh peaches. I don't like canned peaches or that kind of stuff. I know, very picky. Weird. But I had a good lunch. I had Greek yogurt. I put in 2 little things of stevia. And then blueberries. And some pecans. And mixed that all up. Delish. Then I had some nuts with that, a little bit of extra nuts, just because we have Madagas. And that was my lunch, and it was delicious. I had an orange I was going to eat. I didn't, so I brought it home with me, so I can have that over the weekend. And then I brought an apple from work home. I'm going to try it. Coworker does it where she takes some peanut butter. I would use something better, like almond butter or something. And I mean better for you. And then she just slices her apples and kind of dips them in this little bit of peanut butter. I thought, oh, that sounds delish. My normal thought would have been, let's get some caramel, however you say it, and the little packets of them where they come dippable, and then just dip my apples scheduled yet. Just with work hours, it's so difficult. So I have to get that scheduled. I'll work on that next week, I promise. And then the other test she wanted was the, I don't know if you ever got it. It was so, I don't know why. It's not like gross as in you don't have to touch nothing or, you know, I mean, just the thought of it was just gross to me. But I'm like, so the first time, a couple years ago, she tried to get me to do it. I stalled on it, and then it got past the date you could do it, and I just didn't do it. I was mad. This time, I got it. I'm like, I have to do it. I have to do it. I waited probably close to the last minute, but not quite. But it's in a box. You just get this box delivered to your house, and you have to do the colorectal test. So you gotta like put this thing on your. It's gross. I hope you're not eating. You gotta put this thing on your toilet, and you gotta go to the bathroom in it, and then you get this other little tube, and you gotta like take this tube. It looks like a mascara brush. You take that and put it in, just get that covered. Well, that's the only gross part. And then the container that you've done your job in, you close that up. Well, you gotta put this liquid, the bottle of liquid they give you, gotta put that in there, and then close it all up, and do your little tube with the little mascara brush, close that all up, and then the way they do it is very easy. I mean, the packaging, everything's there for you. It's all easy instructions. Perfectly easy to do if you're not like weirded out, kind of like me. But and then you put it all back in the box, and then you take it. You either call UPS and have them come get it, or you take it into UPS. I took it into UPS. I'm like, oh, do they know this is a box of blank? Because it doesn't say it on the outside, but I'm like, ew, you're shipping boxes of ew. So whatever. So I did that, but I did it, and the results came back. I just got them today on my doctor website, and everything was negative. So I screened negative for colorectal cancer. Yay! Not that there was any reason for her to do it other than you get to a certain age and they want you to do all these tests. You know, there were nothing like, oh, you need it because it could be. No, it was just not preventative, but diagnostic, not even, I don't know what it is. But anyway, it was just a test because I'm an old fart. I have to take these tests now. So, I got to do the mammogram. And then I have another visit with her just to check on everything I went to last time in June. And then my physical's in July, where I'll get blood tests done, take care of that. One thing happened today. I'm like, does this happen to you guys? It's like people know I do Temu, right? Or Temu. And then some people are like so into it. They're like, oh my God, I love that. I love that site. It's great. And others are like, do you know where that stuff comes from? And do you know how bad that stuff is for you? And blah, blah, blah. And I said, that's weird because, especially today, I told a lady, I'm like, the sandals I had on yesterday, I was like, you saw those, you loved them, right? She's like, yeah. I said, okay, well, I saw those on Amazon, and the price was too high for me. I was like, no, I don't want to pay that, but they're adorable. Then I saw the name of them was called Chic Me, the brand name, whatever. And I remembered that Temu sells Chic Me. So I went on Temu and bought the exact same Chic Me sandals for more than half off. Okay, how about that? So less than half the price. There you go. So it's the same manufacturer. So where does everyone think a lot of that stuff on Amazon comes from? Comes from the same dang place Temu's getting them from. Now, are there some bad sellers? Probably. More than likely. Is there some stuff on there not good for you? Probably, more than likely. Is there stuff on Amazon that also could be bad for you? Probably, more than likely. You just gotta do your, a little bit of research on it, feel the most comfortable about it, buy it. So much of the stuff we buy comes from other countries. I hate that about our country in one way, but then I know that if everything came from here, nobody could afford it. So yeah, I hate that. But anyway, But she came to my office and she's like, oh my gosh, did you hear about that guy and his Temu ring? And I'm like, no, I don't watch the news. What's up? I knew it was going to be something, yeah. So she's like, well, he bought this ring from Temu and he was wearing it, and then he got sick. And let me check how far I am for my turn. 0.6 miles. I better get over. You're in my way, sir. You're not going to back up so I can move over? Nope, you're going to be rude. Cool, got it. Maybe you had a bad day. Have a nice life. Okay, you're going to let me in? Thank you. So she said he got sick. He went to the hospital. And then he ended up dying of lead poisoning.
Caution. I-30 road
right?
construction.
So,
Narrow lanes.
that was strange timing, right? Okay, so yeah, caution with everything in your life, but caution. But anyway, yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. And she's like, I know, you tell me you get the same things on Amazon, and honestly, when I think about it, yeah, you can. And a lot of that stuff comes from the same exact place, and da-da-da. But she had to come in and tell me that, knowing that the day before I'd showed her my Temu rings, right? Yeah, so, okay. So then I'm like, I wonder if there's something to test for lead in your stuff. I don't know. But, yeah, I wonder if any of you heard horror stories about any of this stuff, or people give you a hard time when they find out you're ordering from Temu. I mean, some people are like, Trader, that's from China. I'm like, oh my gosh, where do you shop that it's not from China? At least some of your stuff. Where is this magical only USA stuff? I'm sure there's probably some stores, but I would guarantee they're not buying all their stuff there. There's something from China in your home. It's just the way it is. I don't know. But yeah, so, and then we got into a conversation about, the U.S. and all that kind of stuff. Some of the things I was thinking about, like, I love this country and everything, and I understand it's great, and I understand we have a lot of freedom, and that's awesome. Us women are losing that freedom, but, I don't want to get political, but some of this stuff just really bothers me. Like, the last company I worked for was a staffing firm, right? And it was staffing of highly educated, like, engineers, computer programmer analysts. I mean, their salaries were six figure. I mean, it was amazing. And these people I was putting in these jobs, a lot of them were kids, to me. Like, 18, 19, some of them were 18, 19. Those were a little lesser positions, but still they were making like $30 or more an hour at that age. But the big jobs, the kids were like, got out of college and they're getting these six-figure jobs. Well, it was just so weird because 90% or more. 6 minutes, slow down. Hallelujah. Anyway, they were not from here. They were from other countries and highly educated. So I just feel we don't put enough importance on education here. Like, what are we doing? It just, come on, we can do this. We can be just amazing as a country, but we got to start putting those important things first. Like, educate us. Don't let other countries get ahead of us in education. They'll take over the world, and it's our own fault that we're not putting enough into that. Just some of the things that I see with even my grandkids in school and stuff, like, why aren't you learning this? Why aren't you learning that? Just amazes me. Even the fact that we only speak one language mostly, where other countries, they speak two or more as little kids, like, wow. You don't have to. If you're only living in Italy, you should, like us, we think we're only living in America. We only have to speak American. We don't care, whoever else is here, whatever. We're just going to speak English. But other countries you go to, they speak their language and they'll speak English, something else. And you're like, that's so freaking impressive. I wish I would have taken more Spanish, but it wasn't pushed in my classes. It wasn't a priority that you should know another language. And I really wish I did. Even our tourist areas, you speak English. Where you go to a tourist area in another country, they'll speak their language and they'll speak English because they know I speak English. English, I make more money. But we don't put that into the same thought process of maybe if we spoke some of these other languages as retail people, that we do better business. I don't know. I'm nobody, but it's just like, wow, it's so impressive these kids can speak all these languages. I mean, I'm from Poland, and I'm not, but my ancestors, my relatives are. And like my great grandma, I believe she came over. My great grandparents, all on my mom's side, came over. But they didn't continue the Polish. And I'm like, why wouldn't you? It would be so cool to know another language. And if they'd have done it from, knee high on up, it would have been so easy to pick up. But nobody did. Only my great grandma used to swear in Polish, but she wouldn't tell me what she was saying. So I couldn't do it. So I'm going to be late to my show. It's now 3:58. This is ridiculous traffic. I mean, I'm stopped again. I am not at a traffic light. I am on a highway. You can see I ain't moving. Oh, look, I get to crawl a space or two. Yeah, so anyway, that just bothers me. And yeah, education's a biggie. And the way we pay here is just crazy too. Like, movie stars make so much money, and I get they do entertainment, but come on, the amounts are ridiculous. Sports figures, oh my God, do they make the money? And yet, yeah, they entertain us and all of that, and they make jobs, but they're not risking they're risking their physical stuff, and some are risking their lives, but not to the same extent as like police, firemen running into burning buildings. They don't get paid enough for that. No way in the world are they paid enough for that. Teachers are not paid enough. I'll fight you tooth and nail on that one. I've known tons of teachers. Majority of my Girl Scout members' moms were teachers. They just knew the value. They just put that value of learning, in the classroom. They put the same value on learning out of the classroom, and so they would have Girl Scout troops and stuff to teach their girls about the outdoors and all these other different things we could teach them. But yeah, I'm like, we don't pay the right way. Medicine should not be only for the rich. It should be for everybody. Stuff like that. Being able to see your doctor shouldn't be something you have to be like, oh my gosh, can I afford that? Or do I just wait and then die from something because I can't afford to go to the doctor, or I can't afford this test? Or people die because they can't afford calling an ambulance, and those are ridiculous amounts of money. It's just crazy here. But I'm going to get off of that subject and get back to happier things, because I can't really do that much about that. But it's just, I don't know why I got on that tantrum. I'm sorry to bring y'all down. What can I say to bring you back up? I'm going to the show, maybe. Oh, 3:59 now. Yay! It's frustrating. I just want to climb over the cars. I can see it way down there, but I can't get there.
There's a stalled vehicle ahead.
Oh, now there's a stalled vehicle. You just gotta laugh through your trauma, because, sweetie, there's an accident they said a little bit ago, and now there's a stalled vehicle. So there's a conspiracy to keep me out of the movies. But I want to go there, and they have reclining seats, and they heat up if you want, which feels really good on your back. And then I'm going to have some bed for your food. There's a stalled truck over there, semi. Oh, he's not having a good day. Sorry, my day's not that bad. But I need to get off this highway. I just need to get out of here. But there's so many, there's a wall of trucks, like, alongside me here. What do we got? We got Prime, Amazon Prime truck. We got another Amazon truck. Just semi after semi after semi. And I feel bad for them, because they're on a schedule, and not like to have fun like I'm trying. They're on a schedule to like make money. So that does suck. But, oh, there's a big sign up there, but it's too far away to read it. Oh, something. Does that help you? Something. Oh, my eyes are watering so bad from my allergies. It's so hard to read it. It's way over to the side. I think that, something happening somewhere, so yay. It's one of those signs, where they put the words up there to kind of help you out, but there's not really anything you can do about an accident. accident or something. I'm coming over, sir. I have a turn signal and everything. You were way back there. Thank you. And then I'm going to have to get... Oh, accidents at... Oh my gosh, down to 2 lanes? No wonder. And was that the last place I could get off before the accident? Oh my goodness, I think it was. Well, that's a bummer. How do you take 4 down to 2? Carefully. That's... Oh my goodness, that is the cutest little camper thing. It just looks like a little tiny box being pulled behind a little truck. Oh, how cute. Not that I go camping. But that was cute. So, we'll keep on going. Oh, I did get a little happy today. So I went to take that picture of the, you know, poor rubber duck in pond that was gone. So I went out the doors on the patio at work to do it, and then didn't know that the doors were locked from the outside. So I'm like standing there like, oh, you dum-dum.
Caution.
So,
accident.
yes, I know there's an accident, sweetheart. So, I knocked on the door when I saw somebody kind of walking through the lobby to the elevator. Luckily, it was right there where the elevators are, so I knew someone would come at some time. So, even though I was there really early this morning, I think it was half an hour early. Yeah, half an hour early. But anyway, so I'm knocking on the door, and he comes to answer the door, and it happens to be there's this gentleman, I don't know how old he is, but there's a gentleman and then an older gentleman, and they always come together. So I don't know if it's father, son, or just people that work together or whatever. But the older gentleman always has this little fuzzy dog in his arms. I guess it takes it to work with him, so it must be his own business or something, I would think. But anyway, so I got in the elevator, so they came and unlocked the door for me, and then held the elevator, and I got in the elevator, and instantly just went to the dog. Didn't even push a button for my floor. Yeah. So I was just petting him, oh, sweetie, I need this so bad. And he's like, what floor do you want? I'm like, 4. And the guy was jokingly said, you know, oh, you're taking your life in your hands, you know, at risk here of your life by petting this monstrous beast. And it was just the sweetest little dog. I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to risk my life. I said, I lost my dog a month or so ago, and I really need this dog time. And they're both like, oh, because they were dog people, you know, so that was sweet. But, yeah, so very, very sweet, very nice people. And, yeah, I got some doggy time. So that was nice. I like my doggy time. I was going to get over there, but there was a stall car there. Oh, he wasn't stalled. Could I get over? Can I? May I? Please? Thank you. Please and thank you. Can I get off up here before the accident? Oh, I hate that exit. This exit coming up does not have a good... it's a stoplight for one thing on the front edge. I could see traffic backed up 4 miles there, but this traffic just stopped. So, what do I do? So, I really do want off, people, but you're not going to be very accommodating, I am sure. Even though you see that turn signal, I don't think people understand what that turn signal means in the world anymore. Like, that means, please help me. Move over. I'm trying to warn you. I'm giving you enough warning, enough distance. May I please get over? And they're like, I see nothing. I hear nothing. You know, one of those monkeys. Oh, you want over here, Bubba? You can come over here, Bubba. So Mom was getting off of here. Anyway, I don't like this exit, and you can't like get around the light anyhow, but this just seems better than, I don't know if you can see that, but that's just stopped traffic out my window. So I'm hoping to get on this front edge, take it far enough that hopefully I can pass the accident. So yeah, it's just telling me to get off at the next exit, but I couldn't even make my way to the next exit, much less get off there. But we're gonna see if anybody kind of lets me over, which I can see why they don't want to, but they don't know I'm late for the show, and I'm sure they don't care, but I do. So I really need to be over there. This lane does go through, but you're not supposed to, and I don't know how evil I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna attempt to do it properly. I want to see my show. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing better traffic-wise. It's so bad here. And I think it's just because both the highways, expressways, whatever you want to call them, both of them that I should easily be able to take to work are both under major construction. And it's just, holy guacamole. It's just a pain in the tushy. And they keep changing, like, the GPS this morning was telling me, it just kept repeating, get off at this exit, get off at this exit, off of the highway. Well, they moved the exit. So they took away one, and then you have to go way down to the next street to get into the next one. So it just kept yelling at me like I was ignoring it. And I'm like, no, I'm not ignoring you. That there's no way to get off of the highway where you told me that there's a barricade. So, yeah. So that was interesting. You're going to let me over, sweetheart? Thank you. Alrighty, we did it, people. Now let's haul booty for a little bit. Alright, let's go. Are you following that closely, sir? Or are you towing that? You're towing that. Okay, because I was like, that truck's awful close to that big giant camper. But he's towing it, which makes more sense. Oh, man, it still just totally stops. I'm hoping we can bypass this accident. Oh, look, my favorite thing to drive is going to be next to me if you see it. It is a truck pulling a giant trailer of golf carts. Oh, there is an accident. Okay, there's fire trucks. So I am past the accident now, if I can get back over there. But fire trucks, ambulances, maybe you could see that when I passed, I don't know. But now I'm going to get back on the highway. So we did save a little bit of time, I believe. Is the highway moving? Yes, the highway is moving. Have we limited our time? Oh, we lost. Okay, we're down to 356 now. And that's all the way to my house, which the show is like a minute or two closer than my house. But then I got to park, so yeah, probably bounce. Anyway, did I tell you the marina by my house was just a mess? Yeah, that storm. When I just glance at the marinas, I drive by, I really don't see much. And somebody went and took pictures of it, and it's boats piled up, kind of off boats, and jet skis, and all kinds of weird stuff. Yes, I'll put my hands back on the wheel. But when my car's in cruise control, it does the steering, so it keeps you between the lanes, so that's kind of cool. Oh man, traffic again. I should have stayed over there. That's what I get. That's what I get for trying to be like this sneaky pie. If I'd have stayed over there, I could have taken that special new lane all the way to my house. But no, dum-dums came back here. Now we're back to 359. 3 minutes gained, 3 minutes lost. Wow, this is annoying as blunker block. So what's ahead of me other than red? Don't you hate that when you're looking at your GPS and the whole road in front of you is red? I mean, I hate the orange, much less the red. You're like, I ain't going nowhere. Oh, the golf carts are behind me. He made the same mistake as me getting back on here. Well, maybe the left lane will be the fastest because the right lane has mergers coming on. Jack could have taken that. Oh, man. Why did I think I outsmarted the world? 359. Doggone it, all the huckleberry bucks. So, oh, now I'm between two trucks. I'm like, tiny little car here. There's a semi over here, and then we got these big old trucks here. They have jacked them up with their tires, being so much, like so much room between their tire and their wheel well, because they jacked the car up. Funny. But yeah, we'll get through this, maybe. Oh, did I also tell you somebody contacted me at the office, and they were like, we want to send you free Tips Treats cookies. You could order for your customers. And I said, I was honest, and I said, honestly, I don't do any ordering for customers. That's done by corporate. If you still want to send cookies, I will accept them. So he did. He sent cookies. He sent, I think it was like a dozen of them. I don't know if you ever got from Tips Treats, but they come warm. They were delicious. He called me again today, but I didn't answer because when we don't have internet, we don't have phones. So I see the voicemail, but I don't hear the phone ring. But at least I can respond back to voicemails if I want. But yeah, he left it. Oh, I wonder if you got the cookies, if you like them. Blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I still don't do the ordering. I was honest with you. I don't know what you want me to say. But thank you for the cookies. They were delicious. So, I do not know why this is 4:01. Oh my gosh, I am going to be late. This just is a bummer because I already paid for the tickets. Ticket one. There goes the golf carts. He's passing me. Oh, there's a pretty aqua colored one. Pretty. Yep, that road I wanted to be on over there. They're just smoothly moving along. No traffic at all. Just breathe. I could be this guy in a U-Haul moving. That would be a bummer. So yeah, unless I was moving like to the ocean, into an ocean villa that some rich person gave to me. No, that won't happen. But anyway, so there used to be a train tracks. I've never seen a train on it. All of them have lived here, but it was a train tracks on the other side of this inbound traffic, inbound towards the city. I'm going out away from the city, but I'm going to my city, but not the city. But that used to be train tracks, and my dad kept asking, you know, when are they going to pull out the train tracks? And I was like, why? And or maybe it doesn't start here, but I know it was down there at the next lake. So I have to go over the lake twice to get to my house. There's like a peninsula between them, but there was and he asked me, why did they take out the train tracks? I was like, well, Dad, why? And he said, so they can put the new road in. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that, but I think I saw them doing that. I didn't think they would, because I'm like, I know I've never seen a train on it, but it doesn't mean there's never been a train on it. Most I've ever seen are fishermen. They park. So I'm like, well, they park that close to the train tracks. I guess they know there's no trains coming, or they're just dumb. I don't know. But yeah, so they've started doing that. So they've got the road over here. Pretty much, they're building it. Like I can see a whole street. That's so. What they did is this is 4 lanes. It's hard to tell because it's not right. Yeah, 4 lanes should be each way. So 8 lanes across, but 4 lanes. And that's not enough, as you can see with this traffic. So they built another road over there that's 2 lanes, and they're going to build 2 more lanes out here. And we're over water right now, which you can't see because for some reason, I'm sure there's a valid reason for it, but we all hate it. They built the outside road's higher than the inside road. So when you're on this inside road, you don't even get to know you're driving over this beautiful lake that I love. You just think you're on a highway. And then if you happen to be over on the new roads, you can see the water. But those aren't made for, like, you know, I'm continuing driving. Like if I was traveling through Texas on this road, I wouldn't use those side ones. So here, I don't know, I'm on the lake. This is the most beautiful part. At least if I'm sitting in traffic, let me look at the lake. Let me look at the sailboats. Let me look at the people out there having fun and not sitting in traffic. There's another stalled car. Poor suckers. Oh, it's such a bummer. Don't do that. Don't do that, Bertha. Good. But yeah, so we're all like, why? Why did you do that? He said there must be some reason. Just don't know what it could possibly be, because it's not for boats, because the boats still have to go under this bridge. So having that bridge higher doesn't help them. Yeah, I don't know why, but it is much higher over there, like a couple feet, more than a couple feet over here. Yeah, you can't tell you're on a lake. That's kind of depressing. But when they finish this, I believe, I haven't looked at the plans in depth, but Amazon truck, are you stuck or are you just slow? Oh, Amazon truck. That's what the trouble was. See, Amazon, you're causing trouble. Amazon stalled semi-truck was in the right lane. So screwed up traffic. Look at me now, I'm moving. Look at me now, look at me go. Da, 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 da. So yeah, so what are we at now? 3:59. And it's like right over there. So I'm not going to gain that much time, but I should be okay. But that was a bummer. So I was going to order my treats, whatever treat I decide I'm going to allow myself. I was going to order my treats delivered to my seat. But then I thought, no, I have enough time. I'll just go get it. So I don't have to decide yet what I want. And now I wish I had ordered it, because now I have to stand in line and miss some of the coming attractions. So that's the only bummer. First world problem. I know. I'm getting to go to the show, so I'm happy. But I do have to get over slowly change lanes in front of someone. There's one boat I see. I don't see many yet. Yesterday when I came home, there was a ton of sailboats out there. A ton of them. And then some jet skiers. But it was a little cooler earlier today. Now it's 92. Probably isn't completely right in my car because we were stuck in traffic. But it's pretty dang warm, like high 80s or whatever. So that's nice. It's sunny and just a few puffy, white, happy clouds. Oh, my coworker looked at them. She came in for a minute to pick up something. That's what she had to tell me, the T-Moon horror story. But she came in for a minute and she looked out. And she reminded me of my son because she looks out the window. She's like, it might be clearing up. And I said, yeah, don't look that way, but look over that way out my window. And she did. And she goes, oh, Simpson clouds. So, yeah, it reminded me of my son used to watch The Simpsons. So I was like, oh, that's funny. They're probably not that far apart in age, which is kind of depressing, but I'd rather be old than dead, so I'll take it. But I'd rather be young than old, but you can't have that choice, and so I'll make the other choice and stay old. But yeah, I don't see any boats in the harbor, so there's the show over there, but I got a wiggly over there. So thank you for spending. I'm not gonna pause this till I get to a slower speed here, but I'm exiting the highway. But yeah, thanks for being my passenger. You made the drive as slow as it was go smoother. Otherwise, I would have been even more going. It's how many minutes? So thank you. They need to mow this so we can see better. Grass is getting a little high there. But yeah, so I'm gonna park. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna get me some snacks, and then I'm gonna show my phone because my ticket's on my phone, and then I'm gonna go relax in the reclining seats, put the heater on so it just kind of warms my back up. Not that I need heat, but it just feels so good. I'm gonna take this shortcut. Is this the shortcut? Please be. It is, because there were just a bunch of cars lined up there at the stop sign. This is a shortcut, and yeah, I'm gonna park up here on the parking garage, and there's no one here, and I'm gonna go in. So again, thanks guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, that helps me so much. The little thumbs up down there, please hit that. And then yeah, and comment, share, subscribe. All right guys, love y'all, thanks for watching, gotta go, bye.